At this time, the chair recognizes Councilman Henon, who presented a resolution recognizing National Voter Registration Day with City Commissioners Al Schmidt and Commissioner Deeley and Anthony Clarke. Let me see. Sorry, sir. Please join the councilman at the podium. And joining Councilman Henon, we have Councilman Taubenberger and Councilwoman Reynolds Brown. And Councilwoman Kim.
Now we can eat. So good morning, everybody. And, before I start, to recognize that Tuesday, September 27th, 2016, as National Voter Registration Day, I want to thank all the commissioners for their hard work and the employees that run our elections with the highest integrity every single day. I have a point of personal privilege before I begin. Somebody who worked for me and I've been friends with for many, many years, Lisa Deeley, has been elected to the Commissioner's office and has been discussing for years about the voter turnout and the lack of turnout with our youth and how we communicate with them on an educational purpose. So in this chambers, we talk about our preschool and early education, and I think that the commissioners collectively, with Lisa Deeley taking the lead, as thinking outside the box with a lot more innovation. And I'm so proud of each commissioner for bringing it to the schools as a partner, holding mock elections, not only in our schools for soon-to-be new voters with a low turnout, because it's kind of discouraging when we have lack of participation in the electoral process, right? But educating on why it's important. And why it's important, because so it brings us to hear why we make bills and policy and legislation in this body. So it's all kind of connected together. So the commissioners will be joining and partnering with our school district, holding elections and bringing the process to them and in neighborhoods throughout the entire city of Philadelphia. So recognizing Tuesday, September 27th, 2016 as National Voter Registration Day, whereas National Voter Registration Day has begun at 2012, and whereas the need to establish a National Voter Registration Day became apparent after confusion has arose in regard to various voter registration deadlines, and
whereas it was discovered that a significant number of people who were registered to vote in the 2008 presidential election were not aware of the deadline to register to be eligible to vote in that historic election. And whereas the Philadelphia City Commissioner's Office, comprised of Chairman Anthony Clarke, Vice Chairman Al Schmidt, and Commissioner Lisa Deeley, believe it is their responsibility to get as many residents of the city as possible registered for this upcoming November general election. And
thank you. And just a personal note, being a son of immigrants who came from a place in 1930s Germany where elections weren't allowed at all and no one had any voice for anything, this resolution introduced by Bobby Henon is very, very meaningful to me personally. Whereas the city commissioners have worked to create a partnership with the school district of Philadelphia, the goal of this collaboration is to get more young people registered to vote out to the polls on election day. And whereas a study of youth voter turnout showed that only 20% of 18 to 29-year-olds cast ballots in the 2014 election, that was the lowest turnout rate ever recorded in an election for this demographic. And
whereas the registration among eligible voters is 71%, but when looking at eligible voters ages 18 through 24, that number falls to just 59%. And whereas reports on voter turnout show that when registered, young people will go to the polls to vote. For example, in 2008, 83% of registered 18 to 24-year-olds voted in that election. Now, therefore,
be resolved by the Council of the City of Philadelphia that we hereby recognize Tuesday, September 27, 2016, as National Voter Registration Day. Resolved further, that an engrossed copy of this resolution be presented to the City Commissioners of Philadelphia as an acknowledgement of this action. And thank you very much, and congratulations, and make sure that we communicate with our youth, with our neighbors and our communities, how important it is to come out and exercise in their rights that our country fought for every single day. Thank you.
Thank you. Chair recognizes Commissioner Deeley for remarks.
Thank you. Thank you, Council President Clarke, and thank you to my former boss and forever friend, Bobby Henon, and this entire body. We would also like to thank Evelyn Sample Oates. One phone call suggesting we partner with the school district and do something for National Voter Registration Day. Evelyn was at my office, eager to get started on a plan. Thank you, Evelyn. Voter turnout numbers are low nationwide, and when looking at our younger voting population, those statistics get far worse. We need to do all that we can to engage and encourage our young people to participate in this process, the foundation of our democracy. Our partnership on National Voter Registration Day, registering eligible students to vote in high schools throughout the city, is a great way to begin the process with a simple message to our young people. It's your power. Own your vote. Thank you, and we look forward to Tuesday.
Council be at ease. Before we have the formal presentation, Commissioner Clarke wanted to make an announcement.
Okay, good morning, everyone. To find your polling place, ward division, and to see your ballot, please go to www.philadelphiavotes.com. The last day to register to vote is Tuesday, October 11th, 2016. Monday, October the 10th, is a holiday, Columbus Day, of course. Last day to apply for a citizen's absentee ballot is 5 p.m., November the 1st, 2016. Also, we have here a voter education book for Philadelphia. If you need one, you can come to either office. Al Schmidt, Vice Chairman, Lisa Deeley, and also myself, Anthony Clarke, Chairman of the City Commissioners. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go down front.